Puesto Anaheim, where the food's amazing, even if the prices are a punchline, y'all. I done been to some fancy schmancy restaurants in my day, but Puesto Anaheim takes the cake for glitz and glamour. It's like a disco ball exploded on a Mexican cantina, with sparkles and lights that'll make your eyes do a double take. Now, let's talk about the food. It's no joke, folks. The tacos. They're like little culinary masterpieces, with the perfect balance of flavors that'll make your taste buds tango. The potato taquitos, my goodness. They're like crispy little pillows that'll float you to flavor heaven. But hold up there, cowboy. These tacos don't come cheap. You'll be paying $12 for a single taco that's about the size of a postage stamp. I mean, it's good, but not sell my kidney good. The drinks, though, they're worth a mention. Their passion fruit margarita is like a tropical vacation in a glass. It's got a kick that'll wake you up faster than a shot of espresso. And the watermelon agua fresca. It's like a liquid slice of heaven, with a hint of sweetness that'll make you forget all about the price of the tacos. Now, let's talk about the service. It's like watching a turtle race in slow motion. I swear, our server must have been on island time. We waited so long for him to come back, I started to think he'd gone to Mexico to get the ingredients for our tacos. But hey, at least they gave us plenty of time to catch up and tell jokes. Oh, and the music. It's loud enough to make the fillings in your tacos vibrate. It's like a dance party in your mouth. But if you're looking for a quiet, romantic dinner, you might want to pack some earplugs or bring your own mariachi band to drown out the noise. All in all, Puesto Anaheim is a fun place for a night out, but be prepared to pay a pretty penny for the privilege. It's like going to the prom with a supermodel. You'll have a great time, but you'll also be wondering if it was worth the cost of admission. So, grab your wallet, put on your dancing shoes, and get ready for a wild ride at Puesto Anaheim. Prepare for a culinary adventure where the deities of barbecue have descended upon Anaheim. Craft by Smoke Fire will tantalize your taste buds like a mad chef on a caffeine high. Step into their realm and you'll be greeted by an ambience that's as cozy as a hobbit's hole. Their outdoor patio beckons you to bask in the sun while indulging in their mouth-watering creations. But beware, the music might be playing indoors, so you'll have to serenade yourself with your own internal jukebox. Their mac and cheese is a masterpiece, but don't be alarmed if it arrives al dente. It's just their way of giving you a little extra chewiness. Their brisket burrito is a hefty beast, ready to conquer your stomach like a victorious warrior. And oh, the tri-tip-it's so tender, it'll melt in your mouth like a Robin Williams impersonation. Now, let's address the smoke in their name. Their meats are infused with a smoky flavor that will make you wish you were chimney during a forest fire. But fear not, the flavor is perfectly balanced, leaving you with a satisfying aftertaste that will linger like a skilled magician's illusion. One word of caution, their pretzel might occasionally emerge from the kitchen donning a charcoal tuxedo. But hey, at least it'll make for an unforgettable Instagram photo. Overall, Craft by Smoke Fire is a culinary gem that will leave you stuffed and satisfied. Just don't expect the service to be as impeccable as Robin Williams' stand-up comedy. But hey, who needs perfect service when the food is this damn good? Prepare to leave with a belly full of barbecue and a smile that would make the Joker jealous. Calling all villainy enthusiasts and foodies alike, prepare for an adventure at Villains Brewing Company in Anaheim. This establishment is like a secret hideout for the culinary masterminds and beer wizards of the hospitality world. Their origin story involves countless hours of clandestine brewing, dish creating, and storytelling, resulting in the dining experience that will make you question if you've stumbled into a villainous lair or the best restaurant ever. Upon entering, you'll be greeted by a glass jug of water, as if to say, "We know you've been plotting and scheming all day, so quench your thirst, my little henchman." And don't even get me started on the ambience. It's like the ultimate villainous hangout, with murals featuring your favorite baddies adorning the walls. It's the perfect place to go after a long day of robbing banks or taking over the world. Now, let's talk food. Their brisket nachos are nothing short of a villainous triumph. Think tender brisket, crispy tortilla chips, and a generous helping of melted cheese. It's the perfect snack to fuel your nefarious plans. The smash burgers are also a must-try, with perfectly cooked patties, toasted buns, and a side of evil sauce that's sure to unleash your inner villain. As for drinks, I highly recommend the Mario Blueberry Cart. It's a delightful cider-like concoction that will have you singing, "Yahoo, I'm on my way." And for those seeking a more adult beverage, the Mexican candy shot is a fun twist on the classic, with a wine-like base. Just be careful, these shots might make you feel like you have a secret weapon up your sleeve. Service-wise, you'll be treated like royalty by the friendly staff. They'll check in on you regularly, making sure your every whim is catered to. It's like having your own personal team of minions. The only downside: parking can be a bit tricky. It's like trying to find a spot in a secret lair with a limited number of hiding places. But don't worry, you'll eventually find a place to park your getaway car, or you can always take inspiration from the villains and steal a vehicle. Overall, Villains Brewing Company is a must-visit for any villain or food enthusiast. It's the perfect place to celebrate your victories or to drown your sorrows after a failed heist. Just be sure to make a reservation in advance, or you might find yourself having to eat in a crowded prison cafeteria. Oh my goodness, this place is the taco equivalent of a rock concert. The parking lot is smokier than a Snoop Dogg concert, and the line stretches out the door like Taylor Swift fans waiting for tickets. But let me tell you, it's worth the wait and the smoke inhalation. The grills outside are like a culinary symphony, with meats sizzling and smoke dancing in the air. It's like a reverse barbecue, where instead of cooking the meat over an open flame, they cook it in a giant parking lot. Inside, the atmosphere is electric. The blast sports games, and the salsa bar is so stocked it could put a Whole Foods to shame. Tacos are piled high with juicy, flavorful meat, and the tortillas are made fresh right on the spot. Pro tip: order 2 tacos, because the meat is so generous it's like getting a taco and a half. The filet mignon taco is the Kobe Bryant of tacos. It's expensive, but it's also a masterpiece. Perfectly cooked, tender, and worth every penny. The carne asada is like a taco version of a stand-up comic. It's sliced so thinly it's almost transparent, but it packs a big punch of flavor. And the arrachera is like a bossy teenager, a little spicy, a little chewy, but still lovable. And let's not forget the Papa Loco giant baked potato that's like a fiesta in your mouth. It's so big, you could feed a small army with it. The only downside is the parking. It's like trying to find a spot at Disneyland on a busy summer day. But don't despair. Just park across the street and pretend you're a superhero with super tacos that give you the power to jump over obstacles or at least run faster than the parking enforcement officer. Overall, Tacos Los Cholos is a culinary experience that will leave you with a full belly, smoky scent in your hair, and a smile on your face. It's like a taco party that never ends. Just be prepared to wait in line like you're trying to get into a Kanye West concert. Karl Strauss Brewing Company, where the beer and food are so good you'll forget your parking woes. Move over Disneyland. There's a new attraction in Anaheim that will leave you in awe. Karl Strauss Brewing Company. With its ample parking, including the elusive ChargePoint chargers, this place is a haven for electric car enthusiasts and the parking impaired alike. And the best part, you won't have to wait in a monstrous line for hours on end. Stepping inside, you'll be greeted by a spacious and well-lit ambience that will make you forget you're even in a brewery. Seriously, it's like the Ritz-Carlton of beer halls. And with those giant screens showcasing the latest sports events, you'll feel like you're right in the middle of the action. Now, let's talk about the food. I mean, it's not like you can go to a brewery and expect culinary marvels, right? Wrong. The food at Karl Strauss is so good, you'll be wondering if there's a secret Michelin-starred chef hiding in the back. Their poke nachos are an absolute dream. Imagine a crispy tortilla topped with perfectly seasoned poke, fresh avocado, and a tangy sauce that will make your taste buds dance. And those beer sausages. Let's just say they're the perfect companion to any of their award-winning beers. But if you're looking for something a little more substantial, their grass-fed burger is a masterpiece. The juicy, flavorful patty is cooked to perfection and topped with a symphony of toppings that will ignite your palate. And don't forget the duck fat pretzel bites. They're so addictive, they should come with a warning label. Oh, and let's not forget about their chili lime fries. They're the perfect blend of crispy and spicy, and will keep you coming back for more. As for service, well, it's a bit like a game of hide and seek. Sometimes, you'll be served with lightning speed by a team of ninjas. Other times, you'll need to use your Jedi mind tricks to summon a waiter. But hey, with food this good, who needs perfect service, right? Overall, Karl Strauss Brewing Company is a place where good vibes, delicious food, and award-winning beer collide. It's the perfect spot to watch the game, celebrate a birthday, or just unwind after a long day of theme park hopping. Just remember, if you're going on a game day, prepare to pay a 20 parking deposit. But trust me, it's worth it for an evening of culinary and entertainment bliss. O'Malley Kitchen, where Peruvian and Vietnamese flavors dance the Macarena. Picture this, a culinary dance party where Peruvian and Vietnamese flavors twirl and salsa together, creating a symphony of taste that's as lively as a Zumba class. That's O'Malley Kitchen in a nutshell, should I say, a nutshell stuffed with lomo saltado and garlic noodles. Now, let's talk service. The staff here is like a synchronized swimming team, gliding through the dining room with grace and efficiency. They're so attentive, they'll even chase you down the street if you accidentally leave your dentures on the table. As for the food, well, it's like a flavor roller coaster that takes your taste buds on a wild ride. The lobster garlic noodles are so addictive, I'm pretty sure they could cure a hangover without the hair of the dog. And the ridy garlic noodles are like a steak and pasta mage-twirl that will leave you wanting more. But hold your horses, folks, because there's more to O'Malley Kitchen than just noodles. Their oxtail fried rice is a masterpiece that deserves a standing ovation. It's like eating a warm, savory hug that fills you with comfort and joy. And if you're feeling adventurous, try their spicy wontons. They're the perfect appetizer for the brave and the hungry. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: criticism. Some people complained about a lack of flavor in the bone broth. Well, let me tell you, I'm not one to name names, but I have a feeling those people are the same ones who eat their toast dry. O'Malley Kitchen's bone broth may not have the punch of a superhero, but it's got a subtle, savory depth that grows on you with every sip. So, there you have it. O'Malley Kitchen, a symphony of flavors, a dance party for your taste buds, and a culinary experience that will leave you craving for more. Just don't forget your dentures. Luscious dumplings, where the dumplings dance. Picture this, dear foodies, a humble eatery nestled near the hallowed halls of Disneyland, a culinary oasis that has foodies flocking like moths to a flame. Luscious Dumplings, my friends, is not just a restaurant, it's a temple to the art of steamed doughy delights. But hold your horses, for this ain't no ordinary dumpling joint. Oh no, 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 dear readers. Luscious Dumplings has been rolling in the dough since 2001, boasting a Michelin Bib Gourmand, an award so prestigious, it's like the Oscars of dumplings. Stepping into this cozy abode is like being transported to a noodle paradise. The aroma of freshly steamed dumplings wafts through the air, beckoning you to indulge. The friendly staff greet you with smiles that could light up the darkest night, making you feel like you've walked into a warm, fuzzy embrace. Now, let's talk food. The dumplings here are not just dumplings, very edible masterpieces. The Xiaolong Bao, with its delicate skin and explosive soup, is a symphony of flavors that will make your taste buds dance a merry jig. The pan-fried pork dumplings are like tiny golden pillows of juicy goodness, each bite sending a wave of happiness coursing through your body. And if you thought the dumplings were impressive, wait till you try the scallion pancakes. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, with just the right amount of savory tang, They're the perfect companion to any dumpling feast. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Trevor, I'm a health nut. How can I justify indulging in such gastronomic wonders? Fear not, my calorie-conscious comrades, for luscious dumplings caters to your every need. The curry Angus bowl is a protein-packed delight that will keep you satisfied for hours. Just beware, it might be too good to share. But let's be real, sometimes all you want is a quick and easy meal. And that's where the spicy pork dumpling ramen comes in. With its perfectly cooked noodles, tender pork, and a broth that will warm your soul, this ramen is the perfect comfort food. And now, for the pièce de resistance, the steamed piggy buns. Think of them as little clouds of doughy bliss, filled with a sweet custard that will make you forget all your troubles. Trust me, you need these in your life. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the plastic waste. It's a bit like the only flaw in an otherwise perfect painting. But the staff is working hard to find sustainable alternatives, and I'm confident they'll find a solution worthy of their culinary prowess. So, there you have it, my friends. Luscious Dumplings is a culinary wonderland that will leave you with a smile on your face and a satisfied belly. Whether you're a dumpling aficionado or simply seeking a delicious meal, this is the place to be. Just don't forget your stretchy pants, because you're going to need them. Soul Eats in Anaheim, where the eat part ain't no jive. Listen up, y'all. If you're hankering for some finger-licking good Korean grub, then Soul Eats in Anaheim is the joint for you. Picture this, juicy Korean fried chicken wings that'll make your tongue do the electric slide. Soy, sweet chili, or soul spicy, it's like a party in your mouth. But wait, there's more. How about a bibimbap burrito? It's like a Mexican standoff with a Korean twist, bursting with flavors that'll make you shout Gangnam Style. And don't sleep on the Super J fries, my friend. They're so crispy, even a three-legged chair wouldn't stand a chance. Dip them in that special sauce and prepare for a culinary fireworks display. Oh, and let's not forget the bulgogi tacos. They're like the Mexican cowboy's secret weapon. Trust me, these tacos will make you forget all about that Cinco de Mayo nonsense. But here's a heads up, folks. The bathroom situation is a bit, well, let's just say it's not the fanciest in town. It's like the set of a John Candy movie. But hey, at least you won't get sick. Yeah, really. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is the service any good? Well, let me tell you, the folks at Soul Eats work harder than a one-legged dog in a field of rabbits. They'll keep your glasses full, your plates piling high, and your spirits flying. So, if you're in Anaheim and your stomachs are rumbling, do yourself a favor and swing by Soul Eats. Just remember, if the bathroom looks like a circus tent, don't panic. It's all part of the charm. The fifth, a rooftop oasis where Disney dreams meet culinary delights. Step into the fifth, a rooftop sanctuary perched atop a grand hotel, tantalizing you with breathtaking views of the magical Disneyland resort. Ascend via elevator, adding an air of anticipation to your dining experience. Upon arrival, you're greeted by the intoxicating aroma of sizzling meats and the cheerful tunes of a DJ spinning throwbacks. Settle into your chic seats and prepare for a feast that's as delectable as Mickey's smile. Begin your culinary journey with the loaded tots, a symphony of crispy potato balls adorned with cheese, bacon, and a generous dollop of happiness. The mac and cheese bites are a playful twist on a childhood favorite, melting in your mouth like a warm hug. For those seeking a more substantial encounter, the Kraft Burger will satisfy your cravings like a starving Simba. Juicy, well-seasoned, and topped with a fried egg that could teach the sun a lesson in brightness. The Cajun Pasta, a spicy and soulful dish, will transport you to the Louisiana bayous minus the gators. Quench your thirst with signature cocktails that pay homage to Disney villains. The Let That Mango is a refreshing twist on a classic, while the Want Some More evokes the cozy warmth of a campfire on Main Street. Beware, the drinks may be a tad watery, akin to the tears of Scar after losing the throne. The fifth's service is as impeccable as Mary Poppins' housekeeping skills. Attentive servers will make you feel like a prince or princess, even if your attire doesn't quite match. As the sun sets, prepare for a grand finale, the Disney fireworks. Witness the enchantment unfold from your rooftop perch as Tinkerbell's pixie dust twinkles in the sky. It's a spectacle that will leave you feeling as awestruck as a first-time visitor to Disneyland. In conclusion, the fifth is a culinary and entertainment oasis that will delight your senses and ignite your inner child. Come for the stunning views, stay for the delicious food, and leave with memories that will last a lifetime. Just be prepared to fork out some dough like Scrooge McDuck, because this rooftop adventure comes at a premium price. But hey, when you're in the heart of the Disney bubble, it's worth every penny. Are you ready for a wild and meaty ride? THERANCH Restaurant in Anaheim is here to take you on a culinary adventure that will leave you roaring for more. Imagine stepping into a grand dining hall fit for a cowboy king. With its massive chandeliers and spacious layout, you will feel like you've wandered into a western wonderland. But don't let the grandeur fool you. The service here is about as fancy as a pair of well-worn boots. Prepare yourself for a feast fit for a champion. Start with the cucumber martini, which will dance on your taste buds like a cucumber cha-cha. For the main event, indulge in the 58OZ. COWBOYRIBEYE and watch the table around you turn green with envy. It's like a Stegosaurus Rex waiting to be tamed. But wait, there's more. The MILKYWAY dessert will make you skyrocket with joy. It's a culinary masterpiece that will leave you moonstruck. And let's not forget the PIENTHESKY, a refreshing concoction that will make you feel like you're soaring through clouds of blue fruitings. Now, here's where the fun begins. If you're in search of a laugh, befriend the manager. You'll learn that he only gives preferential treatment to guests who pass his whiteness test. So, if you're not exactly a blonde-haired, blue-eyed cowboy, be prepared for some extra scrutiny. Worried about the price? Well, let's just say that this is the kind of place where you can dine like a millionaire and feel like a pauper. But hey, who needs a roof over their head when you have a belly full of steak? Overall, THERANCH Restaurant is a culinary gem that should not be missed, unless you're on a budget. But hey, splurging on a once-in-a-lifetime steak experience can't be all bad, can it? Just be sure to keep a sharp eye on your wallet and avoid the manager of prejudice. Happy eating, folks. Reunion Kitchen Drink, where the soul of dining finds its Valhalla. Step into Reunion Kitchen Drink, dear patrons, where the ambience is as intoxicating as the cocktails and the food is a symphony of flavors that will make your taste buds cry tears of joy. Picture this, a dimly lit sanctuary where shadows dance and lamplight awakens the senses. The air crackles with the anticipation of culinary wonders, and the chatter of a lively crowd washes over you like a warm blanket on a chilly night. Our esteemed server, Danilo, a veritable beacon of hospitality, greeted us with a smile so genuine, it could have illuminated the darkest corners of our souls. His attentiveness was impeccable, his suggestions spot on, and his ability to chat us up like old friends made us feel like VIP members of the Reunion family. Let's delve into the culinary delights that tantalized our palates. The prime rib sandwich, a majestic piece of meat, tender as a mother's embrace, nestled between two slices of sourdough bread. And oh, those add-ons. We couldn't resist the crispy onions, grilled mushrooms, and Swiss cheese. It was a symphony of flavors that left us humming its praises long after the last bite. For those seeking a more substantial repast, the slow-braised short ribs will transport you to a realm of culinary bliss. Imagine succulent meat melting in your mouth, accompanied by mashed potatoes so creamy they could rival a baby's bottom and vegetables so perfectly roasted they'd make a vegan weep tears of jealousy. Now, let's not forget the cocktails. The French pear is a masterpiece, its delicate sweetness and enchanting purple hue inviting you to a world of fruity enchantment. And for those craving a more robust libation, the Fairmont 1908 is the answer. Its creamy, egg-white concoction is a true testament to the art of mixology. As for the service, It deserves its own standing ovation. From the moment we stepped through the door, we felt like royalty. Water glasses magically refilled themselves, condiments appeared with the speed of light, and our every request was met with a cheerful smile and a genuine desire to please. One minor quibble: the BLT with avocado was a bit underwhelming. While the ingredients were fresh and the parmesan crust added a nice touch, it lacked that certain je ne sais quoi that would have made it truly memorable. But fear not, dear diners, for the overall experience at Reunion Kitchen Drink is nothing short of extraordinary. It's a place where the soul of dining finds its Valhalla, where food and drink are elevated to an art form, and where the staff treats you like family. So gather your loved ones, prepare your taste buds for a gastronomic adventure, and embrace the magic that awaits you at Reunion Kitchen Drink. Nova Kitchen Bar, where the food is fire and the service is ice. Prepare yourself for an unforgettable dining experience that will leave you feeling like a culinary rock star. Nova Kitchen Bar in Anaheim is not just a restaurant, it's a stage where the 5 elements come together to create a symphony of flavors. As soon as you step inside, you'll feel the vibe. It's like a high-end nightclub had a baby with a Zen temple. The decor is sleek and modern, but with a touch of ethereal magic. Now, let's talk about the food. It's like a culinary playground for your taste buds. The menu is an adventure in itself, exploring flavors from all corners of the globe. We highly recommend the hamachi roll, a masterpiece that will make you want to break into a sushi samba. And the scallops. They're so fresh, they're practically doing backstrokes on your plate. But beware, my friend. Nova's portions are a bit on the petite side. So if you're expecting to feast like a Viking, you might want to order a few extra dishes. It's like they're trying to teach you the art of mindfulness, eating one bite at a time. But don't let that small detail overshadow their exceptional service. Our server, Alex, was like a ninja, appearing out of nowhere to refill our glasses and shower us with culinary knowledge. He even gave us a personal tour of the kitchen, which looked like the lab of a mad scientist chef. Now, for the parking situation. Nova offers validated parking, which is like winning the lottery in Anaheim. But here's a pro tip: if you're running late, just show up at the restaurant and do a quick performance of Bohemian Rhapsody. They'll let you park for free just to get you off the stage. Overall, Nova Kitchen Bar is an extraordinary dining experience that will leave you feeling satisfied, inspired, and just a little bit hungry. So grab your crew, dress to impress, and get ready to rock out at the best restaurant in Anaheim. Naples Ristorante Bar, where the food is great, the service is hit or miss, and the wait times are as long as the bar itself, which is to say, very long. But hey, who needs a reservation when you can people watch and hear the fireworks from your outdoor seat? Just be prepared to fight off the hordes of hungry tourists for a slice of that overpriced pizza. Speaking of pizza, it's not bad. I mean, it's not the best I've ever had, but it's definitely above average. The Italian sodas are also pretty good, so you can at least drown your sorrows in something sweet while you wait for your table. As for the service, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get a server who's as attentive as a golden retriever, and sometimes you get one who's as elusive as the Loch Ness Monster. Just be sure to bring your patience, or you might end up like that one guy who waited so long for his food that he started to grow gills. Overall, Naples Ristorante Bar is a solid choice for a quick and easy meal in downtown Disney. Just be prepared for the crowds, the long wait times, and the occasional lack of service. But hey, at least the pizza is good. Welcome to Benchmark, the restaurant that's like a Seinfeld episode. Hilarious and surprisingly delicious. First off, let's talk about the parking. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, which is fitting because the restaurant itself is a hidden gem. But don't get discouraged, because it's worth the hunt. The ambience is like a cozy outdoor picnic, with string lights and hanging plants. It's the perfect place to relax and pretend you're on vacation, as long as you don't mind the occasional leaf falling on your head. Now for the food. It's like an episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, where Jerry Seinfeld and a guest drive around and talk while eating the best dishes. The Parmesan herb potatoes are like Newman's marble rye, a classic that just keeps getting better. The shishito peppers are like Kramer's hair, spicy and unpredictable. And the benchmark burger is like George Costanza, a little salty but ultimately satisfying. The drinks are also top-notch, especially the sake-infused cocktails. They're like Elaine Bennis, a little quirky but totally lovable. The service is like Estelle Costanza, a little forgetful but always willing to make things right. And the overall experience is like Cosmo Kramer, a little chaotic but ultimately unforgettable. So next time you're looking for a great meal and a good laugh, head to Benchmark. It's the restaurant that's not that there's anything wrong with it. Just be prepared for the occasional yada 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 from the waiter. Gudetama Cafe, an adventure in excellent dining. Greetings, my fellow foodies. Prepare to embark on a culinary expedition that will leave you cackling with delight. Picture this: Gudetama, the world's most apathetic egg yolk, has graced us with a sanctuary where laziness and deliciousness collide. Gudetama Cafe is a feast for the senses, a paradise for those who appreciate the joys of procrastination. Upon entering this yolk-filled oasis, you're greeted by an army of Gudetama plushies, each sporting their signature expression of existential ennui. The decor is a masterpiece of egg-themed absurdity, with twinkling lights resembling a starry sky over fields of fuzzy Gudetamas. Now, let's talk food. The gyudakatsu sandwich is a symphony of crispy goodness, featuring a tender pork cutlet coated in a layer of Gudetama's apathetic sauce. The bacon, egg, and cheese is a classic with a twist, topped with a heaping helping of cheese that oozes like a sloth on a hot day. Drinks. They've got you covered. The passion fruit yogurt smoothie is a fruity dream, while the BOGO lemonades will keep you hydrated and feeling like a winner. The matcha milk tea is a bit on the milky side, but who needs matcha when you can have a good old-fashioned nap? Service. Impeccable. The staff are as lazy as Gudetama himself, but they'll summon the motivation to bring you your food with the utmost apathy. It's the perfect balance of efficiency and procrastination. Now, a few words of caution. Be prepared for lines that could make a snail look like a brassica. And remember, this is Gudetama's domain. Don't expect things to run smoothly. But hey, who needs punctuality when you have the company of the world's most adorable egg? Overall, Gudetama Cafe is a must-visit for any Sanrio lover or anyone who appreciates a good old-fashioned dose of exceptional dining. Just don't blame us if you leave feeling as lazy as Gudetama himself. Tokyo Eats, a romantic comedy. Tokyo Eats, hidden away in an Anaheim strip mall, is the culinary equivalent of a Seinfeld episode, unassuming, quirky, and surprisingly satisfying. The entrance is so inconspicuous, I nearly missed it. But once inside, I found myself in a cozy, Japanese diner that made me feel like I'd stepped into an episode of The Office, but with ramen. Service. It was like watching George Costanza trying to navigate the DMV. Our server, with the efficiency of Kramer, took our orders and delivered our food at warp speed. The Golden King Katsu Ramen. A towering masterpiece. Picture a mountain of noodles, crispy fried chicken, and a slab of pork so tender it practically melted in my mouth. It was like a typhoon of flavor in a bowl. But the Mega Titan Ramen. A culinary enigma. I couldn't decide if it was a gourmet monstrosity or a giant bowl of noodles, with bean sprouts galore and a broth that tasted like watered-down soy sauce. It was the gastronomic equivalent of watching Jerry Seinfeld do stand-up for an hour. The atmosphere. Like a Japanese soap opera. The place was eerily empty both times I went. It's like the restaurant is a well-kept secret, known only to a select few who are sworn to secrecy. But here's the punchline. Despite all the shortcomings, Tokyo Eats is a place that will leave you craving for more. It's like an eccentric friend who you can't help but love. So, next time you're looking for a noodle experience that's anything but ordinary, give Tokyo Eats a try. Just be sure to ask them to lift the parking chain for you first, because it's like trying to break into Fort Knox. Yo, listen up, hungry homies. White Elephant in Anaheim is like the Thai food version of a roller coaster. It's gonna take you on a spicy ride, but in a good way. Their pad thai is like a party in your mouth, with noodles doing the macarena and sauce that'll make you want to shake your booty. But wait, there's more. Their basil wings are like a secret handshake for spice lovers. They'll light up your taste buds like a 4th of July fireworks show, but don't say we didn't warn you. These wings ain't for the faint of tongue. Now, let's talk about their customer service. It's like being greeted by a friendly Thai grandparent who's happy to see you even if you're just there for a bite. But hey, don't let that fool you into thinking they don't mean business about the spice. You'll get a sign at the front that says spice levels, no joke, and they ain't lying. If you choose level 5, be prepared for a journey into the fiery depths of hell. Oh, and did we mention the parking? It's like finding a needle in a haystack. But don't worry, if you're willing to double park and have your wife stand guard like a sentry, you'll eventually secure a spot. Just be sure to take care of that parking dinosaur, or you might end up as an appetizer for the T-Rex in the parking lot. Overall, White Elephant is the Thai restaurant that'll put a smile on your face and a fire in your belly. So gather your crew and get ready for a culinary adventure that'll make you say, "Elephantastic."